Hello, this is Lacey from Brokerkit. Today we're going to be talking about your daily dashboard, or what we like to call it as the Today View. Today is basically where you're going to start every day. It shows you your upcoming appointments, it shows you your new leads, and any follow-ups you have that day or any that are overdue. Now, one thing to note here, Brokerkit is made to be a very collaborative system. So you can toggle the views, meaning you can see what's on just your agenda that day. Or if you change this to show all, you can see what's on anybody in your office's agenda if they have appointments or leads or follow-up. So if you're ever on your dashboard and you're only seeing yours and want to make sure that you're seeing anybody's leads in the office, make sure you've toggled this from my to all. Okay. Now, in your upcoming appointments, it's going to show you your appointments for the day, the week, next week, and last, all listed right here, as you can see. You'll notice here also, leads can be assigned to different people, and you can check who the owner is by taking a look right here. Okay. Now, your later bucket right here is going to be anything you have scheduled with a future follow-up. So all of your future follow-ups will be here. In the later view, you can think of it kind of like a snooze button for all your follow-ups. Your backlog is really like your recruiting pool. So we like to kind of keep separate who's in your recruiting pool versus who's a real new live hot lead that you're working on today, which appropriately named would be in your today view here. So think about anybody in your backlog is hanging out waiting for you to communicate with them. Now, these people can all be on, let's say, an automated drip campaign that reaches out to them periodically. But until you are logging, let's say, a phone call, text or email or a note and putting putting a follow-up date in there, they're going to hang out right here in backlog. So if ever your today view is getting kind of low, always remember you have backlog here to reach out to your recruiting pool. Now, your archive. Archive is essentially like your delete button. However, we don't delete any leads. And the reason for that is when we do another import, let's say we refresh your data from any of the data resources that you use, we want to make sure that when we refresh it, if you've archived somebody, it doesn't sneak back into your backlog or your today view. They will simply stay back here in archive. So if you look somebody up, you'll be able to pull them in to archive or out of archive. And where you would do that is right here under Move To. So if you want to put them back into your backlog to receive communication, you can do that here, or you can simply archive anyone from here. Now, you can also archive in bulk. So let's say, for example, you wanted to take out a specific brokerage that you didn't want to recruit to. So if I looked up a specific brokerage, all of those people would populate. I could bulk select them and then simply move them to archived here. Okay. Now, your live pipeline report is the very last bucket. And this is going to show you who you have coming in the next 30, 60, 90 days, as well as who you signed in the last month. Obviously, our pipeline's a little outdated for our demo here. You can also toggle between viewing the office as a whole or viewing an individual's pipeline report. So this becomes super handy when you're having some, let's say, accountability conversations and you want to see, which one of your recruiters has coming down in the next 30, 60, 90 days, new recruits. Your very last, or your other two buckets here, you have new leads. This is going to be filtering in from either you adding them manually, it can come from your landing page or one of your agent's landing pages, or any of the other lead generation streams that you have connected to Brokerkit. So we do have an open API that you can connect, let's say your Facebook ads or WiseHire, anything on Zapier, you can also connect through Brokerkit. If you haven't already contacted us to get your integrations going, be sure to contact the Help Center up here. That way we can make sure all of your leads that are being generated are filtering into this new leads bucket here. Your last one, of course, is follow up today. Your follow-ups will stay here until you've completed either logging a phone call or shooting out a text or email or setting an appointment here. Then as soon as you move them forward into your follow-up, they'll pop back out into later. So that's all I have for you today on your Today dashboard. Don't forget, Help Center is right here. You have tons of tutorials up here. You can also email or call us anytime. Thanks so much.